Yeah, it's a pretty windy day today. What's up, guys? Trying to go back with another video. Sorry, just let me button up my shirt up here. There we go. Back with another video. And I'm here to do movie tag. Yes, I was tagged by my good friend wwefan0599. He tagged me in his video. I think I'll leave a link to his video in the description. And he tagged 5 people in it. I was one of them. So, doing this video for you, my friend. And the thing is, of course, if you don't know what tags are by now, you've been living under a rock, is that for this tag, you have to answer 22 questions. I'll post the questions in the description. And you got to tag people when the video is over. So, yeah. Anyway, I can't really say anything else. I should probably just get into it. Bloody hell. Background noises in this video. Anyway. So question 1 is, what is your favorite movie of all time? If you guys know me, you should probably know this by now. My favorite movie of all time is The Dark Knight. Well, the whole Dark Knight trilogy is my #1 favorite film, like all 3 of them. But, like my favorite of that trilogy is The Dark Knight itself. I mean, just no other movie has set me on an emotional thrill ride like this one. Just, yeah, I do think it's an absolute masterpiece in film. People call it overrated. They can suck a dick. You know what I mean. But, yeah, The Dark Knight is my favorite movie of all time. Barely hated by anyone. But, yeah, you should know that by now. Favorite movie of all time is The Dark Knight, directed by Christopher Nolan. And, question 2, what is your favorite scene from that movie? My favorite scene from that movie, I was thinking, I know a lot of people, say, like the interrogation scene from Dark Knight. Spoiler alert, by the way, of course. But honestly, my favorite scene from The Dark Knight would have to be, the ending. Just the very ending was just so epic. Like the soundtrack and seeing Batman, drive out of that place, with Gordon monologuing and showing what Gotham is to do with Batman now. That was just amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say the ending. The last 4-5 minutes of the movie were just incredible, man. Just how can you not like it? It's just, oh my god. So yep, that would have to be my favorite scene from the movie. I don't really pick favorite scenes. This is just, if I had to pick my favorite scene, I would say that. But, you know what I mean. Question 3. Favorite actor and actress. My favorite actor is Christian Bale. Christian Bale, because of the Dark Knight trilogy, American Psycho, other movies out there that are awesome. Christian Bale, he's my favorite actor because he played Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy, and honestly, he is one of the most dedicated actors I have ever seen. The stuff he would go through just for his movie roles. Have you seen how do you pronounce it? The Machinist? The Machinist? One where he's skinny as? Apple water diet. Enough said. That was just, and American Hustle, if you've seen that movie, he got, he gorged on pizzas and burgers for that. Just, man, is his body even, able to take, he can take all of it, man. Damn. He's a legend already. I don't care what anyone says. He is one of the all-time greats. Anyone who says otherwise is wrong, period. But you know what I mean. And favorite actress. This is part of the same question 3, by the way. I really don't care for actresses, but I'm gonna have to say Jennifer Lawrence. Uh, I love her in the X-Men films. Silver Linings Playbook, awesome. Even though I don't really like the Hunger Games that much, her performance in those movies were pretty good. Not like Heath Ledger's Joker good or anything, but you know what? I think I'm gonna close the windows now. Sorry. Much better. Anyway, like I said, Jennifer Lawrence is my favorite actress, probably. But like I said, I don't really care for actresses. I'm mainly just an actor guy. But I would definitely have to say her. Uma Thurman, that's another one. But, I'm just going to go with Jennifer Lawrence right now. Great actress. Question 4. Most annoying actor and actress. I have no idea, guys. I don't really like to talk trash about celebrities that much. Most annoying actor? I don't know. I don't know the same for actress either. Okay, maybe give me a few seconds to think about it. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know who my most annoying actor and actress is. I'm sorry, wwefan0599. I know you hate Jai Courtney, but have you seen just watch the Spartacus TV show, man. Spartacus Blood and Sand, his performance in that show is awesome, okay? And because of that show, I'm not afraid to admit, I'm a fan of Jai Courtney, okay? Because of Spartacus. So, yeah. So I'm sorry, I can't answer this question, guys. I have no idea. But, I guess we can just move on now. Question number 5, Best Director. Christopher Nolan, easily. I mean, nobody can send you on an emotional thrill ride like Christopher Nolan, man. He's a legend. I don't care if he's only been around for 18 years. He's a legend already. I mean, Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, Memento, Interstellar, Insomnia, which I've grown to like. Man, the man puts everything into all of his films. You cannot beat that. The Prestige too, he made that. Just, God. Christopher Nolan, he's a legend, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Christopher Nolan as the best director, pretty easily. I mean, it was like, man, Christopher Nolan's a legend. So just yeah. Question number 6, favorite guilty pleasure movie. Honestly, I don't really like the words guilty pleasure. I mean, no one should have to feel embarrassed about liking something, So, but I will answer this question anyway, I guess. Favorite guilty pleasure movie. I'm gonna have to go with probably. I had it. Man, I should have thought of this through before filming. Favorite guilty pleasure movie. Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, released in 2014. I've been watching that movie tons and tons of times. Okay, I love it. Okay, I like to watch it while making scripts for Training Bun and Friends. Just awesome movie. Anyway, people hate on it because it's a kiddies film. And yeah, I admit I'm not 12 anymore. I haven't been 12 for 5 years, but I love it. Okay, so that, like I said, I don't feel embarrassed about liking it. This is like just you know what I mean. So that's gonna be my pick for a favorite guilty pleasure movie. And so yeah. Anyway, next question. Question number 7. Favorite tearjerker. The Dark Knight. No, I'm not joking. The Dark Knight makes me cry every time, guys, because it's so epic. Even though it's probably not intended to be this type of movie, that's like the best one I can think of. Well, this and Terminator 2. The Dark Knight and Terminator 2, those would be my favorite tearjerkers, but I'm gonna have to go with The Dark Knight, of course, as my favorite tearjerker, because I cry every time I watch it, guys, because it's just so epic. That's why. So, yep, that's question number 7. Question number 8. Character from a movie that scares you the most. For me, it's gonna have to be like a tie between actually no. I'll just go with one. I'm gonna say the demon girl from The Exorcist. Even though I never really got to watch The Exorcist in full. I probably should eventually, but I was 14. Yes, 14 when I like saw parts of The Exorcist. Well, it wasn't like the film itself that scared me. Like I was like seeing like stories about real life exorcisms, and that scared the shit out of me. And I remember I couldn't sleep like after hearing like exorcist stories. Basically, it's like no joke. I was watching movie clips from The Exorcist on YouTube, and in the recommended videos section, I saw stuff like real life exorcisms and stuff, and that freaked the hell out of me, and I couldn't sleep that night. I had to watch. I put on WrestleMania 19. Like, I put that pay-per-view on for me to watch, like while I was like to take my mind off of it. It didn't work at all. I was like, just pay attention to the show. Don't think about the exorcisms. So yeah, I would have to say the wow. I was like, well, you know what I mean. Yeah, the demon from The Exorcist. So yeah. Question number 9. Movie you love that everybody hates. See, movie I love that everybody hates. Well, I just said it. Alexander and the Terrible Hope, No Good, Very Bad Day. Everyone I watched it with hated it. It seemed like I was the only one who liked it. A lot of people give it crap, but that's got to be like my pick, honestly. Like, I know I might be repeating answers, but people do that too. Other people do that too. So yeah, so that's that question answered. Question number 10. Movie you hate but everybody loves. Okay, I don't hate this movie, but in fact, it used to be one of my favorites of all time. But whenever I rewatch it, it just gets worse and worse. I don't give a shit what you say about me. I'm gonna go with Goodfellas, okay? I mean, it's good, but like it just gets old fast. I mean, like when I first saw it, I was like, that was amazing, okay? But like every time I rewatch it, it just gets worse and worse, and I start liking it less and less, and I'm checking my watch. I just want to go do something else, every time I rewatch it. So it's no longer one of my favorite movies. I might have to rewatch it again just to like think about it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Goodfellas. And if you think about it, all the movie really is just a bunch of gangsters killing each other. That's all it really is, honestly. So yeah, I don't hate it, but I don't love it as much as I used to either. And so yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah. Anyway, question number 11. Question number 11. Favorite movie duo. This took me a few seconds to think of. I'm gonna have to go with Jules and Vincent Vega from Pulp Fiction. Those two are crazy. Those two guys remind me of me and Riley in my show It's Raining Blood and Friends. They get into really messed up situations and they do funny stuff as they like progress through the movie. In my case, in my show, you know what I mean. Just love those guys. Always will. Man. Talking about Pulp Fiction gave me nostalgia. I might rewatch Pulp Fiction later today. But yeah, that would be my favorite movie duo, Jules and Pulp Fiction from Pulp Fiction. I mean, Jules and Vincent Vega from Pulp Fiction. Oh my god. Anyway, moving on. Question number 12. Favorite animated film? I'm gonna have to go with... It's a tie for me. I can't decide between these two. But there's one of them I might lean towards. And that's Toy Story and The Incredibles. I love both of them to death. Honestly, I'm leaning closer towards The Incredibles because that movie never gets old for me. But Toy Story, I haven't really thought about that in a long time. I might give Toy Story another few rewatches, but yes, those two have always been like my two favorite animated films. But right now, I'm leaning towards The Incredibles. Both Toy Story and The Incredibles are phenomenal. So, yeah. Just love those movies. And yeah. Question number 13. Just gotta make sure no one's watching. No one's listening. Actor / actress crush. I'm gonna go with Anna Paquin. Okay. She is beautiful, guys. I'm in love with her. She's in X-Men too. She's in True Blood. I like that show a lot. Not just because of her, but she's married and has children. So I have to let her go. The one that went away. But you know what I mean. So, you guys know me. I am pretty much in love with Anna Paquin. She's beautiful. I'm in love with her, and she's from New Zealand too, which is where I'm from. So that would have to be my actress crush. So yeah, I don't want to get into too much detail, if you know what I mean. So yeah, question number 14. Favorite movie villain? The Joker from The Dark Knight, easily. And WWE fan, my friend, you said that Darth Vader was the best movie villain ever and he'll never be beaten. I'm sorry, dude, but he was beaten in 2008 by Heath Ledger's Joker. I'm just joking. This is just our favorites, of course, but you know what I mean. Anyway, you've heard people praise the hell out of Heath Ledger's Joker enough, so I won't get into that. You guys already know how awesome and amazing he was, so yeah. Question number 15. Movie that surprised you the most? Well, I didn't really think of this one. I'm gonna have to go with shit. Yeah, not many movies surprise me. Okay, just from the top of my head, I'm gonna go with Bruno. Sacha Baron Cohen. Bruno, I was shocked to how much vulgarity was actually in the movie. You thought Borat was filled with inappropriate innuendos? Is that how you pronounce it? Bruno is just a lot more worse than Borat. Trust me. Bruno, I haven't watched that in a while. I do love Sacha Baron Cohen and his work, so I'll probably go rewatch that eventually. But that's just from the top of my head. I couldn't really think of like any other movies that surprised me the most. Uh, like I said, uh, yeah. So yeah, that would be my answer for question number 15. Even though I don't know if it is the one that surprised me the most, you guys know what I mean. So yeah, question number 16. If you could only keep one movie, what would it be? If a bunch of guys came to my house, taking my entire movie collection, said I could keep one, it's gonna be The Dark Knight, obviously. Just, I mean, who wouldn't pick their favorite movie of all time? Who wouldn't? So it's got to be The Dark Knight, easily. So yeah, that answers that. Question number 17, movie recommendation. I'll just list some movie recommendations at the top of my head. Taxi Driver, The Dark Knight, Pace Beyond the Pines, Die Hard, Snowpiercer, and there's heaps of other movies I'd recommend. Just see those movies I mentioned. They're all awesome. If you haven't seen them, you got to. So yeah. Question number 18. Go back in time and marry one actor/actress. First that comes to mind is Carrie Fisher in Star Wars. Enough said. Question number 19. Remake you wish hadn't have been made. Okay. Most of the time, I can accept when a remake is being made. I'm like, why are they doing Ghostbusters again? But I can't do anything about it, so I just accept it. But I was thinking, there was this one remake that I wish had never been made. It was like, why the bloody hell did you make it in the first place? It's a remake of an already bad film. So, and that is Fantastic Four from last year. Remake, reboot, whatever. It was shit, okay? I'm not going to talk about it. If you've seen my review of the Fantastic Four remake, you'll know how I feel about this film. Basically, enough said. And I actually like the 2005 Fantastic Four movie. It's a movie I like that most people hate. I don't love it. It's not like in my top 100 movies ever or something, but I do have fun watching it. So yeah, remake I wish hadn't been made. Fantastic Four remake, because that was a piece of shit. But anyway, question number 20. You're about to die. And you can watch one more movie. What would it be? I know I've said this for most of these questions already, but I'm gonna go with The Dark Knight because it's my favorite movie of all time, and but only if I hadn't, like at the time I'm dying, if I hadn't have watched The Dark Knight in like many years, because I want to watch it like it's new before I go. You know what I mean? So that would have to be my number 20 with those conditions, I guess. But you know what I mean. So yeah, that'd have to be my answer for that question. So yeah. Question number 21, favorite movie genre and favorite movie from that genre. Just so that we'll have a different answer for once, my favorite movie genre is actually the superhero subgenre, and of course my favorite movie from the genre is The Dark Knight. But I'll just say, just so we have a different answer, I'll say my second favorite movie genre and my favorite movie from that genre. And my second favorite movie genre would have to be science fiction, pretty easily. I mean, God, how many amazing science fiction movies are there, guys? It would take days, maybe even weeks, months, years, decades, centuries to to list all of the epic sci-fi films. And my favorite sci-fi movie would have to be The Empire Strikes Back from Star Wars, pretty easily. I mean, enough said. I mean, you know, it's the Dark Knight would be the Empire Strikes Back of superhero movies because that came out after, but you know what I mean? This is just Empire Strikes Back. People have praised it enough. I won't go into details, so yeah. So that's my answer for that question. And the last and final question, question number 22, what is the first movie you remember seeing in theaters? I was told that the first movie I ever saw in theaters was Remember the Titans, way back in 2000. I was only 2 years old, and apparently I was crying, and I had to be taken out. Forced my entire family out, basically. Well, not my entire family, just my mother, basically. But I don't even remember watching it, so I can't say that. So the first movie I remember watching in theaters would have to be Shrek 2. Yes, I remember, like, I actually had to play a soccer game, like, the day I saw it, and my mum said that if my team won, she would take me to see Shrek 2. I know you guys think that my team did win. We didn't. In fact, I didn't even do anything. I just stood there the whole time. I didn't even know what to do, basically. I was like just standing there hoping that the ball basically would magically appear at my feet. Then I'd kick the ball. In fact, we actually saw Shrek 2. Oh wait, no we didn't. I was thinking about my movie experience after that. But that's another story for another day. Yeah, Shrek 2. My mom took me to see it anyway, even though I gave that soccer match the Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg treatment. So if you watch wrestling, you know what I mean by that. So yep. So that's my movie tag, guys, answering all 22 of those questions. And I gotta tag some people at the end, and I'm gonna tag people who I think would actually do this video. And I'm sorry, I could only think of 2 to tag. If any of you other guys who haven't done this tag already want to do it, then whoever you are, I tag you too. But I'm gonna tag Homer Power and Ben Parsons. Blu-Ray Benn. Sorry. Homer Power and Blu-Ray Benn. I tag those 2 guys. Those guys are awesome. I'll leave. I wrote in the description that I tagged them. And hope you enjoyed my Q&A, guys. Hope you enjoyed. And I know I kind of rushed through some of the questions, just that I don't want this video to get too long, and it already is long as hell. But anyway, so that's my video, guys. Movie tag. Like, comment, subscribe. Questions below. You get the picture. See you guys later.